This section is intended for people who enter the company premises as visitors or external contractors. This was created with the intention of informing you about the dangers in the working environment and explaining what your obligations and responsibilities are in relation to safety at work. You will also learn what measures need to be implemented to create and maintain a safe working environment. By entering the premises where work is carried out, you can be exposed to a wide range of dangerous and harmful working conditions that can lead to damaging your health in certain circumstances. These can be mechanical hazards from machines and equipment and moving vehicles such as forklift trucks and other internal transport vehicles, danger of falls, dangers of electric current, fire and explosion hazards, thermal hazards, noise and vibrations, chemical and biological harm, and stress at work. We work in a safe manner based on the belief that no job or task is more important than health. This applies to all employees, visitors, and external contractors. Therefore, please follow these rules consistently. Entry to the company premises is allowed only through the main entrance, i.e. the sign-in point. During the entire time of movement in the company's premises, visitors must wear a reflective vest. You must display your visitor card in a visible place. Within the company premises, you should move exclusively across areas visibly marked for the movement of people. It is not allowed for people to move on roads that are intended only for vehicles. Running in the work area is not allowed. When on the move, always walk at a normal speed and obey warning signs. Where worker traffic lanes and vehicle lanes are not separated, be especially careful when walking in an area where moving internal transport vehicles such as self-propelled forklift trucks are on the move. If you enter with a vehicle, park exclusively in marked parking spaces. Parking is prohibited above sewer openings and underground hydrants. Photography and recording are prohibited. This also applies to taking selfies. Importing and consumption of alcohol and other addictive substances is strictly prohibited. Smoking is allowed only in specially designated and marked areas. This also applies to electronic cigarettes. If you are a smoker, ask to be shown the location of the smoking area. If you notice a fire, activate the nearest manual fire alarm. If you hear an audible alarm, you must leave the building immediately following the evacuation signs and the instructions of the evacuation manager. As an external contractor, you understand that you yourself are responsible for your own safety. Your individual decisions and the way you work are of vital importance to you, but equally for the people around you in the workplace. Before starting work, check the condition of your personal protective equipment. The basic things you need to have are a work suit, protective footwear, a helmet, and protective glasses. Depending on the work tasks and the specifics of the job, you may also need additional equipment. You should always work with the prescribed personal protective equipment. When you arrive at the place of performance of your work task, first of all, familiarize yourself with the workspace. Familiarize yourself with the escape routes and emergency exits. It is essential that you know where to find the fire extinguishers, manual fire alarms, and first aid equipment. Furthermore, you should familiarize yourself with the safety signs in the work area. They are set up for a purpose. Before starting work, clarify all doubts with the client of the work. Only after that can you safely start work. Work conscientiously and always be careful. Take care of your own safety and the safety of your colleagues. It is forbidden to remove and bypass safety devices on the work equipment. It is also forbidden to type on a mobile phone during work. You should always be focused on your work tasks, because even a brief moment of lack of attention can cause serious consequences. Never enter restricted access areas. These areas can only be entered with the permission of the responsible person. If you're working with a tool that produces sparks or an open flame, always make sure you have a fire extinguisher nearby, especially if you are working near flammable materials. Special attention should be given if you work in an area with EX zones, i.e. an area where there is a risk of explosion. Working at heights should always be performed with full protection measures. When safe work surfaces and protective fences cannot completely reduce the risks of falls from a height, it is necessary to protect yourself from falling, that is, to use a safety harness with a rope. Keep all passageways open and transport routes should always be free and clear. Never leave goods, boxes, pallets, packaging, waste or any other objects in the aisles. Never leave goods in front of hydrant wall cabinets or distribution cabinets of electrical installation. They should always be accessible and available. Fire doors must never be blocked from closing. If you can't do a task safely, then don't do it. Each task must be performed exclusively in a correct and safe manner. In situations where you are not sure what is right and think the work task is too dangerous or beyond your capabilities, stop and ask for help. When in doubt, always choose safety. It has the highest priority. After you have finished work, you should tidy the workplace and clean it if required. Do not leave behind flammable materials such as greasy rags, paper, wood shavings, packaging, etc. If you hear the sound of the alarm siren, stop work, secure the place of work and follow the instructions of the evacuation manager. If someone is injured, the most important thing is to keep your composure and call first aid immediately. Remember, safety in the work environment has the highest priority and it always comes first. Always follow the safety rules that we've presented to you because the health and safety of you and your colleagues depend on it.